What's up, people? Welcome back to White Boy Lockdown Radio. It's Big Mac, and we're back with another one. So this is going to be Visitation Part 2, little series that I put together. Okay, before I get into this video, I'm going to go back to what I used to do, man, and I'm going to give some sub shout outs, man, because if it ain't for y'all, we don't make this thing work. First one I want to get out to is Florida Boy 777. I'm going to start this one right here, Florida, and shout it out right, man. And since I'm in the state, big shout out to Randy Jones. Second shout out is going to be a new sub acquired, Stay Lifted 187. Big shout out to you. We're going to go Scott Kelly from the UK. Scott Kelly, man, he messaged me. Big shout out to you for staying out. Messaged me before he went to court in the morning, all the way in the UK, thought he was going in. You know, I was actually sweating to hear back from you, bro, and I'm glad that you didn't go in, bro. I did get all your messages, man. Big shout out to you. Keeping it away from Florida, from Toronto, Alex Simone from Toronto. But you've been commenting a lot, bro. Since the interview with Meet, the new Matt Clark dropped. If you guys haven't seen that, go to his channel, the new Matt Clark. Check it out. We dropped an interview. You guys know I pre-record these. So I have an interview on Lockdown 23-1, and I have an interview on the new Matt Clark. I also have an interview on Smiley's channel. If you guys, Mitch Smiley on the West Coast, if you haven't seen that, I have an interview over there too, man. So big shout out to you, bro. I'm gonna go Jessica Anderson, another Florida native, black chick. She's got a channel. Big shout out to you. You've been commenting. And Gene from Florida. Big shout out to Gene, man. Gene from Broward. You know, at the sub shout out stuff, I have a lot of. I also want to give a quick one out to Rise and Shine Recovery, man. Big shout out to him too. Listen, I have a channel, guys, where I upload these videos, man, and I have a playlist. If you go to my channel and you go to the playlist section, I have White Boy Radio Motivation Workout Songs. It's the stuff that I listen to when I work out, and I, if I'm not feeling it or whatever it is, I put it on. It amps me up. I have a playlist of songs on that, and then I have another playlist called Other Small Channels Worth a Peek. You know, I started it off with calling it that, and it's funny because if you visit that playlist, I do have smaller channels on there that I try to help. Just email me, drop me a comment, and say, hey man, can you add me to your playlist? If you have less subscribers than I do or whatever. But that playlist is not just about small channels. You know, I got Viking on there. I got a lot of my subs on there. I got Belle Delphine on there. So it's not just about small channels. It's stuff that I watch, and you know, I add it on the playlist, man. So you guys have the videos, you have a workout list, and you have other content to listen to. You know what I mean? But if you guys want to get at me, it's nothing for me to add you on that playlist. But you have to let me know through a comment, through an email. Just let me know, man. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna get into this video, man. So Visitation. You know, I chose this series. You know, because Visitation is big. There's a lot that comes with it. You know, I told you guys how somebody got booked because their people were passing through somewhere on the last video, and they had something on them. You know what I mean? One went to jail inside, one went to jail outside. You know what I mean? And I can guarantee you neither one of them had it planned out. But Visitation's crazy because the majority of Visitation is inmates that are in there, and the wives or their girlfriends. The wives or the girlfriends are the majority of people that are coming every week, consistently, twice a month, what have you. Sure, you have your parentals coming. Sure, you have the random cousin coming. Sure, you have a brother or a sister coming. Sure, some people even have, their homeboys come up here and there, okay? The problem is in Florida, when you get out of DOC, you cannot go visit somebody, for 2 years. And the application process is banana cakes. If you mess up one time on that application, denied. And you can't reapply for 6 months. If you accidentally forget to tell them one of your charges, because they're going to ask you for your name, for all types of stuff, you ever been arrested, all that. If you fabricate that, or you try to, make it, if you fabricate it at all, it's a dandada. You're going to get denied. You can't go for 6 months. So that whole process is a serious thing, man. You have to get approved on that ASAP, But it's always funny with the dudes and the girlfriends. Girlfriends / wives, whatever you have. And I'm not talking about the regular dude who's in there doing his time and his old lady comes when she can. They kick it. She's buying him, 18-wheelers and Cokes and ice cream sandwiches and all that bullshit food. But they're get to see each other and they're bonding and all that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the dudes who apply pressure to their old ladies. You know what I mean? I always sat back and I always laughed about it, man. You know what I mean? And I'll get back to that in a second. But visitation can be really crazy in a lot of ways because it could be a great feeling when they get on the intercom. White Boy Lockdown Radio, visitation. You're all excited. You're like, hell yeah, she came. Getting everything spiffed up. But there's a lot of people that have that feeling that day. Okay? You also have a lot of people that are eating a shit sandwich. I call it a shit sandwich. Just imagine a sandwich of shit and biting into it. That's the look on their face. White Boy Radio, you have a visitation. Get ready. Then you have the dude who his wife was like, honey, I love you. I'm about to come up there. Just hold it down. I'm working 60 hours a week. And that intercom comes up. He just got that. He got that letter like Wednesday. It's Saturday morning. He's got all his blues on. He's spiffed up. He's got everything trimmed up. He brushed his grill. He got the Dio on. He's set to go. He even tore out the magazine, the cologne out of the magazine, and rubbed it everywhere. Everywhere. So he's all like, intercom, intercom, intercom. White Boy Lockdown, you got a visitation. That dude, shit sandwich. Crazy. Okay, so it's kind of funny in the dorm, you know what I mean? Not to get spiteful, but you gotta pass time. I used to clown a lot. Sure, I bumped. I got war stories. Plenty more to be uploaded, plenty more on here. But I had to laugh my way out of that. So visitation was one way I could do it. But this right here is not about the shit sandwich. You know what I mean? It's about, I used to call them the domestic violence inmates. And what do I mean by that? The dude that's pressing his wife, the dude that's pressing his girl all the time to make that 10, 12-hour trip. You better be here Saturday morning. I don't care if your boss wants you to work. Babe, I'm in prison and it's tough in here. He's pressing her. He's pressing her. He's pressing her. In Florida DOC, if you don't got a pipe, if you're not able to get on one of these, pay for it, go to one of your brothers, get on it, however you can get on it. If you don't got one of these, then you're dead. You're on the 15-minute deadline where you gotta have your people pay for you to call. So that's when the funniest shit happens. At certain camps, not all, they have a phone list, okay? And just like anything else in prison, it's a hustle. they do a count time and they put the phone list out. So you better have your cardio up because you're sitting on a bunk like this, especially that dude. Clear count. Got to grab that list and sign their name and put a time slot. So if you run up there, depends where you're located in the dorm. The guys up by the officer station, that's a hustle. Hey, bro, the dude on the first bunk, he might have a cell phone. He might have a pipe. Or he might never get on the phone. But guess what? The whole dorm's going to come holler at him. Hey, bro, when count clears, man, get that phone list for me. Sign my name. I got you. And he's banking. Same goes for if you got a brother or a homeboy. Hey, bro, when you get the list, if you run up there, muscle your way in there, sign your name, sign me right underneath it. You see how it goes? So the phone list is crucial. But it doesn't matter where you're at. Doesn't matter if there's a phone list or not. You're going to be waiting for the phone at some point, okay? I can't tell you how many times I'm on the stoop sitting there. I'm sitting on the stoop, and the officer station is behind me, kind of like where this door is, and I'm sitting on the stoop, and the phone's about 4 feet away, and there's a dude on the phone, and you can't help but ear hustle. You can't. Unless you got an MP3 on or a Walkman, unless you're engaging in other conversation, you can't help because you're sitting on that stoop for a reason. You're waiting for this dude to get off the phone. And at the same time that you're ear hustling, at the same time that you're waiting, he better not go over his time because then he just kind of tried you. You only have 15 minutes. You're sitting on a stoop waiting. So if he burns up 18 minutes, what do you got, 12? You only got 15 to start with. So you got to check that dude. You have to check him. So it's like an ear hustle comedy session, kind of laugh session to yourself, but at the same time, hey bro, time's up. Time's up. You know what I mean? But I can't tell you how many times there has been a domestic situation. And what I mean by that is, you got the guy who he's like, you coming up here, right? You coming up here, right? Who was that? Who's that in the background? Who? I thought you said you get off at 7. I thought you said you get off at 7. Baby, it's 7:12. You're home. Baby, let me hear the dog bark. No, let me hear the dog bark. What do you mean he's not? Who's walking him? He's just snapping, putting all this pressure on his girl. And you're sitting there, you're calling your dad or something, you're just like, at the same time, you got to be like, bruh, 2 minutes with that fuck shit. You know what I mean? So, but it's the domestic violence guys that I'm talking about. So I had to kind of break that down for you for this story here. I had a homeboy, Rick. I'm trying to get him on the channel. It may or may not happen. Okay? Rick was a clown, man. He was a neutron. He was a white dude. He was solid. He got along with everybody. He was just like a clown-ass dude. He was the type of dude that would make anybody and everybody laugh. All right? He was a dude that was hard not to like. And Rick did his time his way. Okay? He befriended a dude named Chuck. And one thing about Rick is there's a lot of clowning that goes on in prison. Sure, it's a hostile environment. Sure, it's intimidating, and sure you gotta be aggressive and all that. But at the same time, with your group of people, you could have a lot of laughs, really good laughs at that. Anybody that's been in, you know what I'm talking about. Chuck was the dude that you did not want to argue with, on a clowning tip because he is going to belittle you. But meat and potatoes is Rick befriended a dude, Chuck, in there. Okay? Chuck was a weirdo guy. All right? He was that domestic violence dude on the phone. Let me hear the dog bark. All that type of shit. All right? This dude was putting so much pressure on his girl to come every weekend. And his girl was doing all types of things. You know, she was shooting everything on the card, and she was doing all type of other stuff that I'm not even going to say on YouTube, but it was that chick to have, if you get what I'm saying. All right? But he would put pressure on her. But he was the domestic violence dude. He was the insecure dude, but he was the same dude to go to your to like show his girl out. Like he would be like, if you had a conversation with him, hey man, Chuck man, what's up man? I need a bag of coffee till my money hits, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I know you got it, bro. Don't hit me for that 2 for 1. I thought you was super something on top or whatever. You would get it from him, this and that. But before you left, he'd have to show you that busted picture of his girl. Who does that? You know what I mean? That's you disrespect your own woman, the own woman that you're insecure about, and all that other stuff. So I'm trying to paint you a picture of the type of dude this is. Okay. Now Rick and Chuck, they got pretty tight. They were joking this and that. At one point, Rick was trying to get down with her cousin or this and that because, you know, why not? He's looking at all these bustits and all this. He's seeing, in his eyes, he sees an insecure dude, but a loyal chick who's running up there doing things in and out, everything else. You see what I'm saying? Rick was a clown and goofy and made you laugh, but he wasn't stupid. He wasn't no fool. So he kind of like, they had a mutual thing where it could have happened. Okay? Chuck started messing with boys on the side. He started messing with boys. You know what I mean? There was a gossip around it and the rumor about it. You know what I mean? I didn't fuck with the dude. I knew he had money, so if I didn't have a hustle going on, or if nothing was on my card and I really needed to borrow something from him with an extended period of time without no pressure behind it, sure, I'd do it. But, you know, other than that, I didn't conversate with the dude. But I kept hearing the rumors. You know, Rick felt some type of way about it, you know, because they bonded, man. That was like his buddy. That was his bestie in there. You know what I mean? My buddy and me, my buddy and my buddy. You hear that a lot in the chain gang too. You know what I mean? So that was his buddy. You know what I mean? But long story short, Chuck gets straight up exposed about the pump. Okay? Straight up exposed. He's definitely fucking with the dude. How long he's been fucking with the dude or the her or whatever the fuck you want to call it, nobody knows. But it gets really exposed. It's no longer a gossip. It's no longer a rumor. It's a real deal Holyfield fact. Rick felt some type of way about it. Because in the process of this friendship, not only did he was about to hook up with dude's cousin, he kind of got to know the girl. There was 3 ways made and this and that, you know. Besides that, you better be here, let me hear the dog bark. There was, hey, hold on, man, call your cousin. You know, for Rick, Mom, pass the phone. What's up, man? You know, there was a bond there. Rick talked to Chuck's girl many times. You see what I'm saying? They kind of fell out. Okay? The whole dorm knew he's fucking with this boy and this and that. Weirdo shit, okay? Fast forward. Visitation gets called. Inmate Chuck! Visitation! Inmate Rick! Visitation! They both go. Visitation room's only so big. Okay? In 7 years I've been in, I didn't get that many visitations. In the next video, I'm going to break down my visitation experience. You know, all of them. So it will end the series. But, you know, this day, they were in the same room. I can't speak for all the compounds in Florida, but I'm pretty sure all the compounds around the states, you have a little seated thing where there's a few COs in there. It's very, very lax. It's very, very chill. There's no tension because you're with your loved ones. You're with people that you know and love. The tension goes down. All that stuff. Okay? I don't have to paint too much longer of a picture. Towards the end of Visitation, Rick gets up, walks to Chuck's table, sprays him. Hey, listen, I know, let me rewind. Rick's mom came on a surprise fling. Okay? Chuck had his aggressively domestic violence. Let me hear the dog bark. The mailman better be dropping that shit in fast. I don't want no UPS packages. He had that chick there. Remember, they talked on the phone on 3 ways. There was about to be a cousin coming, this and that. So I said, they blindly got to know each other through the phone, this and that. He walks over, sprays Chuck. Listen, man, what's up? He started it soft. Listen, man, you know, I really dig your cousin. Tell her what's up. You know what I mean? This and that. Tell her to write me. But I got to tell you something, man. Dude right here, he's fucking with punks, this and that here. He shouldn't be treating you like that. Blah, 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 blah. This and that. Some super drama, man. Some super drama. This is how crazy domestic violence dudes are. The Chucks that I'm talking about. I told you Rick was solid. He went and straight sprayed Buddy. Shit went down. Alright? Visitation over. You get butt naked. Nuts, squat, blah, blah, blah. Back to the dorm. There's other dudes in the dorm at Viso. You know, they start talking about it. It's inmate.com. It's like high school to the fullest. You think YouTube drama's bad? Try being in prison. Everybody knows. Everybody's talking. Everybody's twisting the story because they want to see something. But at the end of the day, Chuck didn't do a fuck thing. Didn't do a fuck thing. Became Rick's jizzle. And if you think about the scenario, I'm trying to get Rick on the show. He was a solid dude. You have to think about what's going on. This dude's fucking with boys and shit. He had a baby, man. I seen the busted. She was a baby. You know what I mean? And she was bad, bro. And this dude's about to bring her home all type of diseases and shit. She's blindly doing all types of stuff. Not only 100 off the card every week, but other things going on. And what's breaking it down to the fullest? Dude ain't gonna bump Rick. Rick wasn't no soft-ass white boy. And at the end of the day, if he did bump him, that baby ain't getting no calls. Confinement, you ain't getting on the phone. You ain't even showering but 3 times a week. Just saying. He became his jizzle. The cousin thing, it never happened. Rick ended up transferring about a year later, but it was my dude, man. He just came home. I'm trying to get him on the show. It'll happen. Just work with me. I still got to an update on JD. Give him some proper respect. Finished 2 interviews with Rave. I got my boy Seth coming on, but he's in the line. You know what I mean? And damn, me and Viking ain't even chopped it up. We have, but I want to get him on legitly now. But Visitation is serious, man. Shit goes down like that. It is what it is, man. But shout out to Rick, bro. If you're watching this, or when we finally connect and you come on here, this is a big shout out to you, and I'm telling your story on the internet, bro. But listen, man, it's White Boy Lockdown Radio, man. If everybody hit that like for me. If you're watching this, hit the subscribe. If you ain't subscribed, share it. But listen, prison junkies, weirdos, and loyals, I'm out of here, man. Y'all stay safe. And y'all stay solid, man. Until the next one.
Yo, $100,000.
I guess we'll do the next one now.